Well, another successful Newcastle Carnival has been run and won with Mac Dan going back-to-back in the Newcastle Mile, joined by Deputy Chairman Mr Peter Payne to have a discussion about the Newcastle Carnival and also his career in harness racing. Well, Pete, congratulations to the Newcastle Harness Racing Club. Another marvellous Newcastle Carnival and what another wonderful event, the Newcastle Mile.
Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, we were really happy with it. The staff in the office did a fantastic job promoting it and getting it all ready. They always do a good job, and they've done it again this year.
Yeah, that promotion led to another bumper crowd.
The crowd, I think, was our best crowd for the mile. The entertainment proved a success. People didn't leave the track until about 20 to 12 on the night. They stayed back having a dance and a drink, so it was great.
It just underlines the strength of harness racing in that particular area and the support the community does give it.
Yes, the community do look after us, and the support, the trainers and owners. We ballot horses every week, just about. We nearly always run an extra race or two. So, and Tamworth is the same. That in the north, the horse population is really strong.
And how long have you been in the role as Deputy Chairman?
Just on 3 years now. I took the role on mid-term, and was re-elected the next year. I've just been re-elected meeting before Christmas.
Yeah, there's a wonderful opportunity for someone to be involved with harness racing in the Newcastle area, courtesy of the secretary manager job that's just become vacant due to the retirement of Wayne Smith, and what a wonderful servant he was to harness racing in the area and to the Newcastle Club.
100%. We had a presentation, I think, for Saturday night before last for the Hunter Valley, and I was lucky enough to present Wayne with the Dick Osborne Medal for services to harness racing, and I described him as Mr Hunter Valley Harness Racing, and that's him. What he doesn't know about the Hunter Valley and what's gone on there in the last 40 years is not worth knowing.
So how do people get involved with that particular application?
It's on Seek, and it's also on the Harness website, the harness.org site.
Now, Pete, your involvement in harness racing has become more involved in recent years due to a retirement from the railways.
Yeah, I don't know where I found time to go to work, actually. The old saying that, when you retire, you don't know how you found time to go to work. It's absolutely true. Between grandkids, and I've got I think I've got 3 horses in work. We did have 4 ones in the paddock, and I like to have a round of golf. So between the 3, those 2, and looking after my grandkids, it sort of fills the day up or the week up.
So how many horses do you have under your care these days?
We've got 3 in work at the moment. I've got the bloke who raced here today. He's a little bit crazy. He's a bit of a handful. We brought him down to see how we go here because he gets on the knee at Newcastle. I've got Spirit King, who won last Friday night at Newcastle, won really nicely. He's in a Waratah series on Friday night. Hopefully we'll get a good draw. And I've got a horse called Downstream, who's a half-brother to Black Silhouette that Marissa DeMarco had. So the first 4 foals out of his mother were all good winners, and he won 3rd up for us, but then he's had a few problems.
You've had a little luck with horses from Paul Fitzpatrick. You're talking about one you had the other day, Spirit King, and also going back about 4 or 5 years, Pump and Iron, which produced a very special moment for Emma Nichols.
Yeah, he gave Emma her first win in a race. I was actually in hospital at the time. I hurt my back unloading feed, and I was in hospital, and she got him home. It was a great drive by Emma, and yeah, she loves him. I think she's about to get him as a rehomer.
Racing in the Newcastle area, Pete, just keeps going from strength to strength. It's a great breeding ground for the junior development. In particular, we've got Jack Callaghan, who is now a star, and we've got a number of young drivers. Brad Elder's now making a name for himself, Chloe Formosa. The list keeps going on and on. A very proud breeding ground.
Yes, for sure. You can add Grace Pinella, the Hughes boys, Brianna Lindsay. She won the Young Drivers Award this year at the awards. She's been driving for Greg Lewis, and she's had a bit of a breakout season. The back end of the last year. She's doing a good job, and there's others coming through at the moment. And the mini trots are fairly strong, which a bit of a breeding ground for the kids.
Yes, as we know, in particular here at the Menangle, the mini trotters very successful and wonderful families coming through, and I would imagine it is the same with Newcastle.
Yes. I think they had a little bit of drop off in numbers. I think 18 months ago there were a lot more, but they've got a good dozen kids there who compete regularly. So.
You're down here on a rare visit to Club Menangle, but you've brought along a special guest, someone I haven't seen for probably 30 plus years, Les Cosklin.
Yeah, Les is probably a mentor for me. I train my horse on the beach when I can get on there, and Les is a bit of a renowned beach trainer. So he's been giving me tips on how to work him on the beach, and yeah, it's great.
And of course, Les Koskinen was a wonderful trainer driver in his own right. And he said the move from Sydney to Newcastle was the making of his career.
He spoke about that on the way down. He said it's the best thing ever happened to him. Barry Madison talked him into moving from Sydney up there. He was just saying he initially looked at Madawi up there, but ended up settling out around Curry. But, yeah.
Well, I'm hoping you have a horse in the next few weeks back here at Club Menangle on Tuesday, because Les said he's going to drop in and we're going to have a chat, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we've got Spirit King in a Waratah series on Friday night. If he finishes top 2, we'll be back here Miracle Mile night, and we're looking forward to it, but everything's crossed.
Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful carnival, Peter, on the back of the successful Newcastle Cup and the Newcastle Mile. Congratulations to all concerned. No doubt it will continue to get bigger and better every year.
We certainly hope so, and we're looking to increase the races that we put on up there and try and put a bit more prize money into the sport as a club. So hopefully that eventuates.
Yeah, well, that's certainly big news. Congratulations, Peter. Nice to catch up with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.